Hello and welcome to Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer, your host for the show, and we've got a great show lined up for you today, so we appreciate you being here. Juana Chenier with the United Negro College Fund is going to be with us, followed by Cassie Schwartzmann. Cassie is with the Louisiana chapter of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Shelby Westfeldt Mills is going to be with us. She is with the World Trade Center of New Orleans. We'll be talking about international trade and a big fair they have coming up. And then we're going to close out the show with Miss Phyllis Landrieu, who's going to be talking about Childhood Learning Foundation. Phyllis is the CEO and founder of that organization, and we just got some great stories that we're going to be talking about. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. So glad you joined us today. We're very happy to kick off the show with Juana Chenier. She is with the United Negro College Fund, and thank you for taking time to be on the show today.
Thank you for having me, Steve.
Tell us a little bit about the United Negro College Fund, the mission of your organization, and some of the goals that you have.
Okay, the United Negro College Fund has been an organization that's been around for more than 60 years. And primarily what we do is we give an opportunity to children who wouldn't otherwise have an opportunity to attend college, getting kids to and through college. And each year, UNCF raises money for scholarships. 15,000 scholarships are awarded each year.
Wow.
And here in Louisiana, roughly about $1.2 million over the past 5 years has been awarded to students here in Louisiana to attend college.
That is absolutely incredible. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's a great number, and I'm sure students really appreciate the fact that you guys are doing that. Now, you've got a big event coming up on October the 5th. It's your annual Walk for Education. Tell us a little bit about that and how people can get involved in
Right,
that.
absolutely. You know, some of the things that we do various initiatives to raise dollars so we can get those funds to distribute to the students. And as you mentioned, our Walk for Education, it's our 26th annual, so we're very excited about it. And it's going to be at the Audubon Zoo Riverview on the 5th. We're going to expect a crowd, more than 2,000 participants usually come out. We have students, we have educators, we just have community members who all in support of education that want to come out and show support. And it's at the Audubon Zoo Riverview. We'll have the Sensations come out and do warm-up, Captain Charles DJing to get the crowd all revved up. It's a 5K walk, so for those folks who do not want to run, they can walk.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have the professional runners that come out, and they're very serious about it. And so, but we have the folks that just said, look, I want to be out here because I support what you do.
And that's awesome.
Yes.
And you know, I think that's the one thing that most people, and that's a beautiful place to hold a walk,
Absolutely.
by the way. I mean, if you want to just come out and spend the day with family and friends and have a great exercise, I think the key thing about walks is a lot of people, they have the impression that, well, if I can't do the walk, I really can't be involved in all this. But you just said the key thing. You don't really have to come out and do the walk. You can just be a part of the event. It's a fundraiser to raise money for you guys, and you do such a wonderful job with the funds that you raise. Your website is uncf.org/New Orleans Walk. People
Correct.
can go on the website. And,
Absolutely.
Is this something you have to register for?
You can register for a team. You can create your own team.
Businesses can submit
Absolutely,
teams,
and we're still looking for sponsorships. We have wonderful sponsorship opportunities, and we're appreciative to some of the companies that stepped aboard, McDonald's, of course, Audubon Nature Institute, Shell. So we have many more who stepped up, and we're really appreciative. But again, you know, we're trying to raise funds. We're trying to get kids to college. So we welcome people to call us at the office. We have 504-581-3794. Or as you mentioned, the website, Steve, because we want everyone to come out in support of education.
And I believe you got a kickoff party on October the 2nd. Give us some information on that real quick.
Yes, it's at the Audubon Tea Room. It's on October
facility.
2nd, and Clark Knighton and the Black Cats will be performing. The teams come out, get their shirts. We'll have the college presidents there. Our 2 UNCF schools here, Xavier and Dillard University. And it's just a great time by all. The people network, they eat, and they dance, and they get ready for the big race on Saturday.
We want a best of success for a walk, and then please take the opportunity to come back, tell us how the walk went, and talk more about some programs that are coming up with UNCF. Thank you so much for being here. We greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely glad to be here.
We're going to go to a feature now about childhood obesity, and you can watch children actually having fun while they're working out. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Leslie Hoffman. Get Fit Kids Corner is a nonprofit organization dedicated to fighting childhood obesity. Please visit our website and see how you can participate in enriching young lives.
Hi, this is Get Fit Kids Corner, and we want you guys at home to dance along with us. Are you ready, guys? Yeah! This is the first combination. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kick, ball, change, kick, ball, change. Now we're going to do that again, and we're going to do it up to tempo. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Now I'm going to teach you the second combination. Slow again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Punch 1, punch 2, down 3, together 4, roll 5, 6, and 7, 8. Now let's do that again, up to tempo. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. Now let's do that all together with the counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. Now we're going to have a huge party, and we want you guys at home to dance along with us. Are you ready, guys? Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go! And roll, let's go! How you feeling, guys? Come on, get it! You can do it! Come on, guys at home! Keep it up! Get it! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah! Come on now! You got it! Good job, guys! Keep it! Yeah! Awesome! Yeah! Come on! Keep it up now! Keep going! Look at energy up! Come on, guys! Lots of energy! More energy! Yeah! Let's do it! Come on! Get it! Y'all got this! Get it! Get it! Keep it up! Woo! Come on! You can do it! Get it! You got this! Yeah! Awesome! You got this! Come on! Woo! Get it! Let's do it! Get fit! Awesome, guys! Y'all got this! Awesome! Cool! Awesome! Yeah. Keep it up! You guys are doing great! Oh, yeah! Get it, get it! Look at that! Come on! Woo! You got it! Go get fit! More energy! Come on, guys at home! Let's go! Come on, guys! Good job, guys! Thank you for watching! Join us next time! Thanks for dancing with us! Bye! Bye! Yeah!
Hi, I'm Leslie Hoffman. Get Fit Kids Corner is a nonprofit organization dedicated to fighting childhood obesity. Please visit our website and see how you can participate in enriching young lives.
And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Very happy to have joining us right now Miss Cassie Schwartzmann. Cassie is with the Louisiana chapter of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Cassie, thank you so much for being with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Steve.
Let's talk about cystic fibrosis and the mission of the organization, just so people will understand, what it is you do.
The mission of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation is to find a cure for cystic fibrosis. We hope in the near future that people will be dying with cystic fibrosis and not of cystic fibrosis.
Okay, and cystic fibrosis, the disease itself, is that something that is it hereditary or?
Yes, it is hereditary. It might not show up in both the mother and the father of the child, but if the mother and the father both do have the gene, and then that is how it's passed on to the children. The disease itself affects the lungs and the pancreas of the child, and the children affect a very thick mucus in their lungs, which makes them hard to breathe, and then it affects their pancreas, so it's hard for them to digest foods and for their bodies to actually absorb the nutrients.
Oh, wow. Well, listen, you guys have organizations, nonprofits have fundraisers because it's common sense. You've got to raise money to keep the research going and things like, and everybody's aware of cystic fibrosis and some of the fundraisers that you guys do. But you have a big one coming up, your Monster Dash.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about that because I know that's exciting.
It is. It's very exciting. So we have the 4th annual Monster Dash coming up. It's going to be at the River Shack. It's October 11th, 6 p.m. registration, 7 o'clock race start. We have the Brandon Miller and the Louisiana Infernos coming to do with our post-race party, a little bit of live music, and this is a shirt from the past.
Oh, okay. Was that last year's shirt?
This is last year's shirt. I didn't want to bring this year's shirt and ruin all the surprises because our friends at Innovative Printing are working on it. But so it's always going to be a nice color like that. But really, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a costume 5K, so there's going to be a costume contest. We're going to have a beta out there. We're going to have a bunch of food. We have all the dance crews around New Orleans. We're going to have the organ grinders, the rolling Elvi, the cherry bombs. It's going to be a lot of fun, and there's going to be prizes involved too. So who doesn't like prizes?
Who doesn't like prizes, and who doesn't like to get dressed up in New Orleans?
Exactly.
I've seen clips of the race, and I got to tell you, it looks like an absolute blast. I don't think a lot of people there are actually to race. I think they're just there to have fun.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Just to come out and pay and just to support a great cause. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Well, then to be at the River Shack. Nothing wrong with that either. So we're going to put your website up on the screen, but it's louisiana.cff.org. All the information can be found on there about the race, how to register and so forth. Any registration requirements or anything, that can all be found on the website?
Yes.
Okay. Now, one thing I want to talk about real quick too, the costumes. I mean, as far as the costume party, prizes for that or?
We're going to have a couple of different categories, and each category is going to have different prizes associated. So we don't know exactly what we're going to do this year because we're mixing things up. And
I was trying to get out of you what you might could win, but I guess I can't do that.
I don't want to let all the secrets out. Y'all come out October 11th, and you'll see the prizes.
And that's a good way to leave it. And Cassie, we'd love to have you come back and talk about the race and the success you had and other things that are going on with cystic fibrosis. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Across Louisiana. We greatly appreciate you being with us, and we're very happy to have in the studio Miss Shelby Westfeldt Mills, and a lot of people will know you as Shelby Westfeldt, and you just got married.
I did, yes.
About a month ago, we were talking. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
World Trade Center. We had Dominic on probably about a month or so ago.
Yes.
Fascinating stories that he was sharing with us. Let's talk about the mission of the World Trade Center and what it is, because I really just don't think a lot of people, when you say World Trade Center, a lot of people think, oh yeah, that's the building that's at the end of Canal Street or Poydras Street. And that's not the case.
No, that is actually, that was the former World Trade Center building where our offices used to be. We are now at One Canal Place. So that building has no longer any sort of connection to the World Trade Center. It is,
Glad we cleared that up.
Yes, so it's not where we are anymore. And, our mission, it's really more of a networking thing. We're a very strong strong international business association or organization that we have over 1,000+ members. And it's really something that really started just to connect people. We were one of the founding members of the World Trade Center associations, which is a subset of the actual big World Trade Center, and now they're all over the nation. But it's really on behalf of our members to promote jobs and support jobs and wealth and
right. And I think that's what people need to understand is that it's not as we said, it's not a building, it's an organization.
Yes.
And I was telling Dominic, I said I think of it as more like an international chamber of commerce.
That's a great way to
ways,
describe
and
it.
That's what it's like. And you've got a big event coming up on October the 11th, your Louisiana International Trade Gala. Let's talk a little bit about that and how people can get involved.
Well, I'm really excited about this because it is actually our first annual Louisiana International Trade Gala. October 11th, it's at the World War II Museum, and we have such a fun evening planned, and I'm so thrilled to just be a part of it. And we're going to have cocktails, and then John Besh will do the menu for dinner.
Nothing wrong with that.
It actually, kind of formed a little bit around an award. We're presenting for the first time ever the Eugene J. Schreiber Award to Senator Mary Landrieu.
Oh, okay. And
a lot of people don't know Eugene Schreiber. I was fortunate enough to get to meet him. But it's a tribute award basically, for his legacy. He was someone who managed the World Trade Center, was a director of management for 32 years.
Wow.
I mean, he was a huge diplomat, loved this city, loved this state, really connected people, and was a big advocate for international trade, economic development, and other allies that go along with that.
Is this the first award with his name on it?
It is, and the board unanimously, picked Senator Mary Landrieu because she's a huge diplomat and promoter of economic development and international trade within Louisiana.
Absolutely.
So. That award will be presented that night, so she'll be there, and we'll also have all of the honorary consuls from all the different countries in New Orleans come up and do a presentation of the flags.
Wow.
We're going to have the Victory Bells are going to do a presentation, but one of the coolest things is that there's going to be a live and silent auction of unique art and artifacts from the former World Trade building. And I mean, I've gotten the opportunity to go look at some of this stuff, and I'm taking pictures,
incredible.
and it really is,
Yeah.
and it could be very sentimental to some people, but it's a great
Cassie,
networking.
your website is WTCNO.org, so
Yes.
people can go to that website and find out more information about the upcoming gala.
Yeah,
Your first one, so we wish you the very best of success.
Thank you.
I'd like to have you come back and talk about how it went and talk
having
more
me.
about the World Trade Center.
Thank you
Please
very
tell
much.
Dominic we said hello.
I will. Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Across Louisiana. I appreciate you joining us, and we are very honored to have with us in the studio Ms. Phyllis Landrieu. Phyllis is the president and CEO of the Childhood and Family Learning Foundation.
That's
Phyllis,
right.
thank you so much
for
taking time to be here today. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the Childhood and Family Learning Foundation, because I don't think we've had anybody on the show before
Not yet,
from
no.
the organization. So a little bit about the organization and what you do.
All right. We provide physical, mental, and social health care to students in the Orleans Parish public school system. We assess the entire school system, school body, and find out what their blood pressure is, their height and weight, their vision, hearing, dental, things that are indications of other illnesses, in fact. And we have been finding that a high degree of these children have physical, mental, or social problems that are going to, in the long run, keep them from progressing in school. Right. And is one of the reasons that so many children in our school system drop out.
Well, you've got a gala coming up. Before we do that, before the segment, we were talking about Herman, and I was so touched by that story, because I think that is a perfect example of what you do. So could you real quick tell us the story of Herman?
I'll try to do it without tears, because I always, but Herman was a 7th grader at 14 years of age, and he'd begun to have a lot of difficulty in school and was about to be expelled for behavioral reasons. And so many, that does happen to so many of children in our schools, and they eventually head down the wrong path, unfortunately, and ultimately to poverty. Well, when we did our assessment, we found out that Herman was deaf and had been deaf all his life. And he apparently had gotten through with, because he could read, he was smart, he read body language, he read lips and things like that and got through, but he couldn't get through anymore. And when we found out he was deaf, we got him hearing aids and counseling and tutoring and helped him get through the elementary school, the 12th grade. He's now in his, in high school and doing very well.
I have chills.
I know.
I have chills just hearing that story. Because again, I really wanted that story to come up because I think that's the perfect example of what the organization does. Now, with that, you've got a fundraiser coming up, the Good Kids Gala on October the 9th. Let's talk about that and how people can get involved.
I'd like to give you an invitation to that so
thank you very
can
much.
See
thank you.
that we are going to honor all the leading women, many of the leading women, I should say, of the media, some who have been around for a number of years and have really made their mark on our New Orleans community. In addition to that, we are going to have a silent auction for a Rodrigue painting.
Wow.
So we're excited about that. And Flirty Girls, who is a popular T-shirt manufacturer now, is going to make a special presentation to our honorees. So it's really going to be a fun night, and it's at a lovely home on St. Charles Avenue.
Absolutely.
And it's $250 a couple. Almost everybody can afford that.
Well, Phyllis, your website is children, and we'll put this on the screen, childrenarewaiting.org.
That's correct.
People can go to the website and find more information about
all the information about the event, plus pay by PayPal or credit card or whatever.
Okay.
So we're trying to make it easy for everyone to support these children who have such needs.
Now, on the website, are there more stories like Herman's story?
There are a couple more, but mostly
and you know, those are the stories you could tell. We could sit here all day and talk about those stories. And again, I applaud the organization because until you step in, Herman could have been a lost cause.
He would have been
a
lost cause.
I hate to say it, he could have been a lost cause.
40% of our children in our schools are lost causes for various reasons like this.
Wow. Phyllis, that's incredible. Thank you so much for what you do, and thank you for taking time to be with us. You've been watching Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.